places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They start to drive with White, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
First down, here's White. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Bucs in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Coleman. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your
touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right, 97. Ready?
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, Go for it on 3rd and 4th downs. Run a lot of trick plays. Anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st and 10, Pearson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Pearson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It's called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Back to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. That's one of those, Charles, when it works, it looks amazing, and when it doesn't, it means trouble.
Yeah, you're right about that one, partner, because that allows us to say, what are you thinking when it doesn't work? Although I know in his mind when he made the call, he was thinking about the amazing part. But in this case, I think the defense, they caught on to this fairly quickly, and they were able to force the incomplete pass.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Coleman. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they needed to play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Back to throw. Coleman. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season. Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. On first down, Coleman throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lawrence finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A first carry for Rashad White. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Coleman. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Coleman. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Kamara fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, second and goal. Back to throw. Pearson. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Saints 7, Buccaneers nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Looking to throw on second down. Coleman. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And a good burst there. Gets him 7 up to midfield.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Peyton up the middle. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing on first down. Coleman. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This, the second meeting between these 2 division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They'll try the right side here with Peyton. Down to the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Coleman. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Pearson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Okay, ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
7 yards there and a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Pearson. And his throw here is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Now, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pearson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Coleman. Throw left side complete. That's Lawrence. He's up to the 20. Look at the big fella go. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his target. It's Evans. So the completion good for just 3. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
25 yards that time. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On the give, here comes Peyton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Coleman. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Coleman. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a give, it's Peyton. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Running it here with Peyton. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be...
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Ready up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Operating from the gun, Pearson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Pearson. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
Here we
The
go.
full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
White.
Operating from the gun. Pearson out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Kamara up the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Ready.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Pearson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Pearson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Off the play fake, Coleman. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. on the run. It's Peyton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. Coleman. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Coleman. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Coleman. And this is caught by Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans. A 14-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. From the gun on 3rd down. Pearson back to Kamara for another catch. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And some space here. 20, 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Looking to throw. Pearson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Saints have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz good on the extra point, and it will tie things at 20 all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Coleman. It's Rodgers here with a grab. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Right, number 7.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Pearson drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, Pearson. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, this is Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Pearson. And Thomas has it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Operating from the gun, Pearson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw on 2nd down, Coleman. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down. They run straight ahead here with White. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on second down. Coleman. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Back to throw. Coleman being chased out left. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Cade Otton, 47 yards. And the Bucs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
On first down, Pearson. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
To throw on second down, Pearson. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if the tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. In motion left is Thomas. He's back to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run now with Peyton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 65 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Buccaneers, their hopes of a winning campaign stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina.